present and past, Katie's family, the PSST, the BST, my senior colleague, the Auditor General, the Minister of Finance, fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, when they told me to speak, I didn't know where to begin. But maybe I'll compose myself slowly and I'll say something about Kate. First and foremost, I knew Kate in the 90s, early 90s, when they were doing the divestiture. And I was one of those in a company that was going to be divested. So we used to come to him. By that time, he was the economic advisor to Honorable Mayaja Kanji, if I can recall. So we used to come to his office to meet him, to discuss, and tell him reasons why we think that he shouldn't go ahead to divest our company at that time. And in his true colors would say, you people, we are going to divest you whether you like it or not. I said, well, anyway, but you go and do an analysis and come back to me. Now when we came back in the morning, Case told me the hammer has already fallen, we have divested you, that's you are late. What were you doing? So that was when I started knowing Case. When I joined the ministry, I phoned Case, when he was the Director of Economic Affairs. So when I entered his office, the first day, oh, you are the guy who was opposing divestiture, now you are here with us. So don't have that narrow mind of being in one entity. You are now going to deal with broader entity, so your mind must be broadened. So I think that was a very good advice that he gave me. I worked with Keith as Director of Economic Affairs, as DST, and as PSST. And in all those roles, Keith was very different. And I remember at one time when he was ST, he told me that, you know what, Lawrence, if I go back to being a Director of Economic Affairs, I think I would act differently. Why do I say that? Now this ministry, that's why they call us, you have finance and the treasury. So you have two main cadres, the accountants and the economists. And these two professions have been at rivalry for a very long time. The economists think that because they have done a bit of accounts, they can do the accountants' work. And the accountants think that because they also did economics, they can also do economists' work. And there are always that kind of arguments and so on and so forth. But I remember one time we were in a meeting, at that time that was with the Directorate of Economic Affairs, when we had started doing the date numbers, and the directorates were not happy, saying, no, this is our work, it cannot be done by Accountant General's office. So Keith asked, but if I have accurate numbers, and you give me good debt sustainability analysis based on those numbers, what's wrong with that? So you can see sorted out for us the issue, and they said, we cannot coexist by each doing the part that they know most. Keith empowered us. And he always used to tell you, Lawrence, I don't want you to come to my office with simple issues. You are an accountant, I'm not an accountant. So bring issues that are exceptional for me. I'm not going to deal with the accountancy things, that is your work. And let's see how we work. Keith was very open. Open person. When we got to his office, others were saying, I know PSS say, Keith is very arrogant. Because he would tell you the truth. This I can do, this I can't do. And people used to interpret that as being arrogant. Keith had no intrigue. He would tell you. Keith was results oriented. So for you, if you are hard worker, you are his friend. But others I know, they said, oh, it's sectarian and so on. I don't think it was sectarian. It was on the results. If you are not a good performer, he will not deal with you. I remember Keith was a very good reformer. At one time when we had issues with the office of the OPM, and that time was the BST, and he was our task manager on the reform program. So he said, Lawrence, now you see all these reforms of yours. How could people come to this? Those of you who are reading about those OPM scandals. So he called us and said, I now want the matrix. Where there was a breach of internal control, right. And how was it breached? Next, I need a reform on that aspect. So we did so many. So issues now, that's why we started those treasury single accounts. That's why we started those cash withdrawal limits. That's why we started the e-cash. That's why we started e-registration, so that we try to close those loopholes that had been identified. And all those were because of Faith. Faith was a very humble person. Very humble in his life and so on. I remember one time we met at Masaka Toto, and as we were still there, somebody, I don't want to mention his name, I don't know whether he's here, he came with the red card, one in front, one behind, and Keith made a joke. He said, you see, now this one should even be mischarging, because in his budget, does he have money for escorts there? I think it is a mischarge. Go and look at his budget very critically. So those are the cards. So when he was humble, he couldn't realize that he was a secretary to the treasury because he did not have heirs around him. I can talk about Keith on and on, but to me, Keith was a friend. A personal friend, the sons know that. One time, I was telling him, he said, what do you actually do? At in Unyaruguru, what can you people do? The cows you have failed, what else can you do? I told him that I have cows by now, you better come and see. Says, I don't believe. Said, before I come, maybe I should improve your breeds. So I said, well, it's up to you. I was there, Professor Kazi, I saw him here. So I had him calling me that, hey Lawrence, please give me the address to your farm. I said, what do you want with my farm? Are you an investigator? What do you want? He said, you give me the address. Yes, here you can testify. He dropped a bull there for breeding at my farm. So when I came and asked Kate, I said, how much do I pay? He said, you fool. I mean, you have saved me a lot of things. Now for a cow. Now think that you will know what paying is. I think up to now I've never paid. But we have been friends. The last time I talked to him, that was around 22nd of March. When he told me that it seems now that my phone will be off for a very long time. That's the last he told me. That my phone will be off for a very long time. And indeed, it has become a long time. I only pray that God gives him eternal rest. And until we meet again, I thank you very much.